Hey, seventh graders, welcome to week 10. So you've got this week's lesson that I'm going to introduce right now, and then we're at week 11, and then you're done. So although there are 3 more weeks of school, you've got 2 more lessons, and then that last week is going to be making up the assignments that you've missed during this virtual learning time. So for those of you that consistently have been working hard and you don't have any missing assignments, you are so close. 2 more assignments. Those of you that are missing assignments, what I would suggest is pull it out this week. You catch up. I would count how many missing assignments you've got, divide it by 2, and then you'll be able to finish within the 2 weeks of the new upcoming lessons. However, if that overwhelms you, that's fine. Keep up with this week, keep up with next week, and then you will have that 3rd week to finish those late assignments. Don't worry about being late. You're not getting penalized for anything that's late, but you'll have that extra week to do what you haven't done yet. All right, so that's my little tidbit about how to handle the next couple weeks. But let's look at week 10. So looking at Schoology, you can see in front of me, we've got the live pink folder. And I'm going to talk you through and show you what these things are. So the PowerPoint lesson, photosynthesize and respiration, that is actually, we love the internet. That's something that we stole off the internet. I'm going to go ahead and move this. That is actually a PowerPoint presentation. I strongly recommend, this is like teacher talk, you should do it, take notes while you're watching this, okay? It's self-paced. You will click through the slides. The essential question, how is the relationship between photosynthesis and cellular respiration, and why is this such an important relationship? Sneak peek, you're going to be making a PowerPoint presentation about photosynthesis and respiration. It's on 4 slides. The 4th slide is you are going to state why photosynthesis is the most important relationship and most important system in this world. This slideshow presentation is going to help you answer that. So I would take notes while you watch it. If not, go back, watch it, and you'll do your assignment. It might be a little jig and jog if that's easier for you. So that's what that first one is. This demo is actually Mr. O'Hare. He's got a quick little demo where literally he's using manipulatives. He was able to get into his school and he was able to get some manipulatives to show the different molecules and how they recombine to form the photosynthesis. Fascinating. It's really, really well done. I'm glad he's got the resources and he was able to do that. So that will help you. If that demo is a little bit over your head, don't sweat it. It's so different than being in the classroom. Watch it, grasp what you can, and then you're good. All right, then what I've got in here is the directions for the week 10 assignment. And this is actually copied and inserted into the actual week 10 assignment directions. So you kind of have the exact same thing in 2 places. But let's look at the Google Doc where you've got your learning targets, what you're supposed to be learning for NGSS. What is the relationship between photosynthesis and cellular respiration, and why is this such an important relationship? Step 1 is going to tell you, go ahead, please watch that PowerPoint or go through that PowerPoint, all right? And again, you may want to take notes, all right? Then step 2 is you're going to choose an organism and you're going to choose an ecosystem. We're using Washington overall. If you want to stick with the ecosystem that we've been learning about through Pop and Eco, is stick with the marine ecosystem. You could use the orca. However, if you want to do something alpine, looking more at the mountains or desert ecosystems, that's fine. Pick one ecosystem. Then after you pick the ecosystem, this is where you're going to do the processing. All right. You are going to create a PowerPoint presentation. All right. It's a Google slide. I apologize. Slideshow. There are speaker notes in the Google slide that will help you. So you will notice when you open up your assignment, down here, there are actual speaker notes that you will see these little tips, what to put on slide 1, what to put in slide 2. So basically slide 1, title. Slide 2, photosynthesis. Slide 3, explaining respiration in your ecosystem. Slide 4, CER. This is where your claim is going to be explaining why photosynthesis is the most important process in the world. All right. So if we look inside the assignment that I've given you, you only have 4 slides you need to create. The speaker note tips that I'm talking about is when you're in the assignment, down here, see where my cursor is? It will tell you what to include in each of the slides. So slide 1, this is basically your title slide. Make sure you put your name and first name. These speaker notes right here is what I put into the rubric. So as long as you do these things in your slide, you'll receive full credit for your presentation. All right. So your second slide is about photosynthesis. Use a plant from your ecosystem and show the process of photosynthesis with diagrams and words. This is where you guys might potentially lose points. Do not copy from the internet. This needs to be your original work. So you can insert something that you drew on paper. You could insert something you created in Draw or OneNote, whatever you're comfortable with, but it cannot be something snipped from the internet and inserted. This must be original work. Okay, slide 3, you're going to be talking about respiration. There's a slight typo in the speaker note, not a big deal. Your slide is about respiration. Use a plant or animal from your ecosystem that you choose. Show the process of respiration with a diagram that you wrote, not photosynthesis. Okay, there's a typo. And then include the reactants and the products, okay? Then your last slide, this is going to be your CER. So you are going to claim basically why photosynthesis is the most important process in the world. Then give evidence. Use evidence from the PowerPoint presentation. Use evidence from your week 8 or week 9 learning. And then your reasoning is taking the scientific principle and just making sure that your evidence supports your claim. All right. So that takes us from after you watch the PowerPoint and take your notes, look at Mr. O'Hare's demo video explaining the process, the chemical reactions that are occurring. You would go straight to your presentation because in these directions that I'm pointing at now have the specifics in your speaker notes in the week 10 assignment. Okay. And then the last thing in our folder for the week is the virtual class and connect discussion. All right. I do want you to know I am going to try and do a Teams with 6th grade this week, but my Teams keeps glitching. I've been working with the district and such, and Screencastify works and Zoom works. Zoom works no problem, but we're not able to use that platform. So experimenting with Teams. Should we need to do this in the fall, then I'll maybe have Teams worked out. I don't know if districts are working with me. So that's about it. In your updates, you'll have the breakdown that we normally have. Putting this all out there today. But for the weekly assignment, you've got the breakdown of what's in the folder. And then some of you are missing the point with the virtual class, but it's the Class Connect discussion board that I just showed you inside the Schoology folder. Type me questions there. However, if you do not have questions between the hour of the set time, message me anytime, you guys, and I'll get back to you. So hope y'all have a great week. Week 10, here we go. Go fight, win, guys. Get her done.